Hello, Alex Morgan Johnson, Weichert Realtors Morgan Realty Group. Wanted to come at you with a recap of what happened in the month of February 2026. I am also going to kind of give a snapshot about comparisons last year and this year. So, what has happened February 2026? Ottawa, Erie, Huron, and Sandusky County. So let's get started. In the month of February in Ottawa County, commercial 2 sold, land 1 contingent, 1 pending, 5 sold, multi-units 2 sold, both on Jefferson Street in Port Clinton. Residential 20 contingent, 5 pending, and 23 sold. That is down 4 from last year. So we did see that. Our average price sale was $270,513. That's down $15,000 from last year. Average price per square foot was 201, which is actually up $10 from last year. And then we saw days on market 84, which is up 14 from last year. And then our inventory is roughly the same. We're only off 1 of last year. We have 131 properties available that are active right now, plus an additional 9 coming soon. I only took the active into consideration when giving you those numbers. So that is what's happened in Ottawa County. Over in Erie County, paper flinger, what we saw happen there is we saw commercial 1 sold, land 2 contingent, 1 sold, multi-unit 4 contingent, residential 32 contingent, 3 pending, and 44 sold. That is down 9 from last year. Average price was $234,137. That is down significantly from last year of about $50,000 sale price. But last year they did see a higher sale of $1 million over the highest sale this year. So that does make a big difference. Price per square foot was $143. If I can read my writing, that is actually down $30 per square foot. Again, probably due to that high sale. And then the average days on market was 67, which is up 5 from last year. And then inventory is actually up 22 units from last year. So quite significantly in Erie County. They have 113 units available this year. And over in Sandusky County, what we saw happen this year, we had 1 commercial sold and 2 contingent, land 1 sold, no changes at all in February in the multi-unit market. Residential 18 contingent, 3 pending, and 23 sold. That is up 6 from last year. The average sales price, $156,957. That is down $70,000 from last year. And then the price per square foot is $104. That is also down $9 a square foot from last year. Sorry, dance bird. Where was I? So then price per square foot, 104. Days on market, 77. That is up 18 from last year. And inventory is down 7 from last year. So some changes over in Sandusky County. Where we see everything kind of switched over was Huron County. So we saw commercial 1 sold, land 1 pending, 3 sold, multi-unit 1 contingent, residential 28 contingent, 5 pending, 19 sold. That is down 6 from last year. Average price sale this year was $220,347. That's up $2,000 from last year. Price per square foot is $140 a square foot. That's up $6 from last year. And days on market is 56. That is down 7 from last year. And their inventory is only up by 6. So that is what is going on in the real estate market. And just a little comparison, because I think people like to hear this year versus last year, what we're seeing in the market. And always it fluctuates, right? So if you have any real estate questions at all, Alex Morgan Johnson, Weichert Realtors, Morgan Realty Group, give me a call.